Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome to the Educative Tutoring Center. You're with me, Mr. Sofian. Last time, in the last two videos, we had done many questions about addition and subtraction within 10,000. So today we are going to continue to do a few more questions about this topic. And we will continue where we stopped last time. So now you can see on the screen, there are some questions. Last time, in previous video, we stopped at number 40. We stopped at number 40. So today, we are going to continue to do number 41 until number 50. All right? So I hope you're ready for this exercise. Right, I'm going to get started now. Starting with number 41. So 764 minus 85. So 4 minus 5. If you remember, we can't do this because it's a small number. Small number cannot minus big number. In that case, we will need to borrow 1 from this 6. So if we take 1 from 6, that leaves only 5 here. And what about 4? 4 gets 1. Gets 1 from 6 means plus 10. Okay, when you get 1 from 6 means you add 10 to yourself. So 4 plus 10 is 14. Now, we can do 14 minus 5, can't we? 14 minus 5 is 9. Next, we will have to do 5 minus 8, but 5 is smaller than 8. Therefore, we need to borrow 1 from 7. If you take 1 from 7, this becomes 6. And 5 gets 10. 5 gets 10, so 5 plus 10 becomes 15. Now we can do 15 minus 8. 15 minus 8 is 7. And finally, there is no numbers here. Basically, it's just 6. 6 minus 0 is 6. Okay, so the answer for question 41 is 679. Okay, now let's move on to number 42. 1,548 minus 357. Okay, minus. So 8 minus 7, that's possible because 8 is bigger than 7. 8 minus 7 is 1. 4 minus 5, no, because 4 is smaller than 5. So therefore, I need to borrow 1 from here, leaving only 4 left. And 4 gets 10. Okay, 4 plus 10 is 14. 14 minus 5. 14 minus 5 is 9. Okay, next group is 4 minus 3. 1. And 1 minus nothing. 1 minus 0 is 1. So the answer to question 42 is 1,191. Okay, now let me clear some of this side, the left side, and also the right side, because I need this space for working. Okay, are you ready now for number 43? If you are, let's get moving. 43. 4,008 minus 1,803. Okay. So 8 minus 3, that's easy peasy. That's 5. Okay. Nothing. 0 minus 0. Nothing minus nothing. It's just nothing, right? 0 minus 0 is 0. Now, next is 0 minus 8. 0 minus 8, we can't do that because 0 is smaller than 8. So we'll borrow 1 from 4, leaving 3 here. And 0 gets another 10. 0 plus 10, just 10. Okay. 10 minus 8. 10 minus 8 is 2. 3 minus 1 is 2 as well. So the answer to number 43 is 2,205. Okay. 2,205. Now I'm moving on to number 44 now. 2,849 minus 1,659. Draw a line. 9 minus 9 gets you 0. 4 minus 5. 4 is smaller than 5. Let's borrow from 8, leaving you only 7 now. And 4 gets another 10. 10 plus 4, 14. 14 minus 5 is 9. 7 minus 6 is 1. And 2 minus 1 is 1 as well. So the answer to number 44, 2,849 minus 1,659 is 1,190. 1,190. Okay. All right, I'm going to move on. If you need to review these questions, you can go back. You can go back to what we did earlier. So I'm going to clear the screen so that we can move on to number 45. Okay, here you can see number 45. Number 45. Number 45 is 7,245 minus 2,856. Okay. Now 5 minus 6. We can't do that because 5 is smaller than 6. So let's borrow 1 from here, leaving you only 3. Now I get 10. 5 gets 10. 5 plus 10 is 15. Okay. Let's clean up that bit a little bit so it looks better. Okay. 15 here. Okay. 15 minus 6 now. We can do 15 minus 6. 15 minus 6 is 9. Okay, now, next is 3 minus 5. 3 minus 5, 3 is smaller than 5. We can do that. Let's borrow 1 from here, leaving you only 1. Now, 3 gets 10, becomes 13. Okay, 13 minus 5. 13 minus 5 is 8. Okay, 13 minus 5 is 8. Moving on to the next group, 1 minus 8. 1 minus 8, 1 is smaller than 8. Therefore, we need to borrow from 7. If I take 1 from 7, leaving you only 6. Now, 1 gets 10. 1 gets 10. Okay, so 1 plus 10 is 11. 11 minus 8. 11 minus 8 is 3. And 6 minus 2. 6 minus 2 is 4. Okay, so the answer to I'm going to write that because the screen keeps popping. Okay, see if I can move it down here. Okay, I'm going to try to write it here. So the answer to number 45 is 4,389. Okay, so that's the answer for number 45. Now let's do number 46, 1,972 minus 808. Remember, I don't write the 8 under 1 because 8 belongs to the hundreds, 800. So I have to write it together with the hundreds from this number. Okay, and the hundreds for this number is 900. Okay, so they're together. And then 0 is under 7 and 1's under 2. Okay, draw a line. Now, let's start from the right. 2 minus 8, 2 smaller than 8. We can't do that. Let's borrow from 7. So now it becomes 6. Because I get 10 here, I get 10. 2 gets 10. Becomes 12. Yeah? So 12 minus 8. We can do 12 minus 8. 12 minus 8 is 4. Next, 6 minus 0. 6 minus 0 is still 6. 9 minus 8. 9 minus 8 is 1. And 1 minus nothing is 1. So the answer to number 46 is 1,164. Okay. So let's write down the answers for both numbers. Make sure that you have them in your book while I'm cleaning up the screen so that I have my working space later. Now I'm ready to move on to number 47. Number 47. 3,000 minus 2,456. Okay. Now, as you can see, all of these are zeros. Okay. So I cannot borrow from here because it's still 0 here. And this one wants to borrow from here, but this one is still 0. Okay. So now here, this 0 has to borrow from 3. So if you take 1 from 3, only leaving 2 here. Okay. And then this first 0 here gets 10 from here. Okay. Because you borrow means you get 10. 10 plus 0, this is 0. 10 plus this 0 is 10. Okay. Now, remember, this one wants to borrow from you. This one wants to borrow from the 10, from this one. It has 10 now. So if I take 1 from 10, becomes 9. And this 0 gets 10. So 0 plus 10, 10. Okay. And the last 0 wants to borrow from this 10. So you take 1, becomes 9. And this 0 gets 10. So this 0 becomes 10. All right, that's how we do that. So now, let's do the calculation. 10 minus 6. 10 minus 6. is 4. So 9 left here. Okay, 9 left. 9 minus 5 is 4. Next, 9 minus 4, this group now, 9 minus 4 is 5. And finally, 2 minus 2, it's nothing, 0. So I don't have to write the 0 here, okay? So that's the answer for number 47. So 544. Alrighty. Moving on to number 48, 7,000. Okay, 7,000 minus 2,345. Okay, now it looks like number 47. It has all the zeros, so this 0 wants to borrow from here, but it's still 0, and this 0 wants to borrow from here, and it's still 0. Therefore, this 0 borrow from 7. So if you take 1 from 7, leaving you only 6 here, and this one gets 10. So 10 plus 0 becomes 10. Now, this 0 wants to borrow from here. So take 1 from here, from 10, becoming 9. And then because I get 10 here, okay, I get 10 here. So 10 plus 0 becomes 10. And finally, this 0 wants to borrow from here. This 0 wants to borrow from here. You take 1 from the 10, becoming 9. And this 0 gets 10. 0 plus 10 become 10. Okay. Now, we can do the calculation. 10 minus 5. 10 minus 5 is 5. Next, 9 minus 4. 9 minus 4 is 5. And then we move on to the next group. 9 minus 3. 9 minus 3 is 6. And we have come to the last group. 6 minus 2. 6 minus 2 is 4. Okay, boys and girls, so that's the answer for number 48. 7,000 minus 2,345 is equal to 4,655. Okay. And if you need to write down the working, you can pause the video, and then once you have written it down, we can get started again. So before moving to number 49, I need to clear some space here so I can do my working. Okay. So now I'm ready to move on to number 49. Number 49. 6,124 minus 3,777. Okay. So let's start from the right. 4 minus 7. Can we do that? No, because 4 is smaller than 7. So 4 needs to borrow 1 from 2. Take 1 from 2, leaving it only with 1. So now 4 gets 10. 4 plus 10, 14. 14 minus 7. 14 minus 7 is 7. 1 minus 7. 1 minus 7. We can do that because 1 is smaller than 7. So 1 needs to borrow from here. If you take 1 from 1, okay, leaving it only with 0. Okay, let's not worry about that. We'll work on that later. So if you take 1, leaving it 0, now 1 gets 10. Okay, 1 gets 10. So 1 plus 10 is 11. Okay, 11 minus 7. 11 minus 7 is 4. Okay, now we are back on this 0. Okay, 0 minus 7. We can't do that, can we? 0 minus 7. So 0 needs to borrow from 6. Take 1 from 6, leaving it only with 5. And 0 gets 10. 0 gets 10. So 0 plus 10 is 10. Now 10 minus 7 is 3. Okay, now we have finally come to the last group, which is 5 minus 3. 5 minus 3 is 2. Right, so the answer to that is 2,347. All right. So let's move on to number 50. Number 50 is the last question that we will do today. Okay, after that, we can have a break. Number 50 is 4,179 minus 1,999. All right. So 9 minus 9. Okay, we'll start from the right. 9 minus 9 is 0. Moving on to the next group. 7 minus 9. 7 is smaller than 9, so we cannot do that. So 7 has to borrow from here. So if you take 1 away from 1, leaves nothing here, 0. Now 7 gets 10. 7 gets 10. 7 plus 10 is 17. 17 minus 9. 17 minus 9 is 8. Okay, 17 minus 9 is 8. So now we have come to the 0. 0 minus 9. Well, I can't do that because that's 0. There's nothing here. So I need to borrow it from 4. Take 1 from 4, leaving 3 behind here. And 0 gets 10. 0 gets 10. 0 plus 10 is 10. 10 minus 9 is 1. And finally, 3 minus 1 is 2. 3 minus 1 is 2. So that's the answer for number 50. 4,179 minus 1,999 is 2,180. 2,180. Okay, so that's number 50. I'm going to leave a moment for you to write down the answers. Okay, now I'm going to clear the screen now because we are done with today's practice. So I hope you're doing better now with addition and subtraction within 10,000. So this is the end of today's lesson. I'll see you again in the next video. Bye.